Now, I can go even deeper into this, because them rock and roll bands, some heavy metal bands like Metallica, you know, I mean, we talk about this stuff, but, you don't have to do that. But I've listened to it. I mean, and these devils know who they are. And maybe in a future program, I'll take you a little bit into that heavy metal when we're talking about this stuff. Okay, let's continue. Now, who was Pope Gregory, the 13th, that established the calendar that you recite to this day? Pope Gregory the 13th was the head of what was known as the Order of the Dragon. Now, if you go to Vatican City and look at the Pope Gregory's coat of arms or visit his tomb, you will see a dragon on his coat of arms, and you will see a dragon over his tomb in Rome. Okay. Now, I want to point out something to you. The mere fact that you count time by the Gregorian calendar, 2012, October 11th, the mere fact you're saying that, without regard to the truth of the real time, shows that you're already submitted to the power of the beast. Because you really don't know what time it is. You are reciting and quoting time as given to you by the Pope in Rome. Let us continue. One moment. Let's get back to the dragon. What a strange coincidence that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad called the white man's religion a dragon. Bruce Lee makes a movie called Enter the Dragon, which shows you that the dragon is alive. And the Pope that set this date and time and the time we're living in, he was a member of something called the Order of the Dragon. This is not a coincidence. A little bit about this Order of the Dragon of the Pope. The Order of the Dragon was formally established by the Holy Roman Emperor Sigismund. And Pope Gregory the 12th, the one before Pope Gregory the 13th, which reconstituted the calendar, he ordained the Order of the Dragon. Now, the Order of the Dragon, before it was ordained in 1411, had been in existence for over 300 years. The Order of the Dragon first came about when the Christians started doing the Christian Crusades, fighting against the Ottoman Turks, who were the Muslims. I'm quite sure you may have some reference in your mind about the Crusades. Okay, so the Crusades started in the year 1095 under Pope Urban II. Okay, and the Christian armies were of the Order of the Dragon. Okay, but don't worry, I'm going to develop this, and you're going to be able to hold on to it. I know it's coming at you a little quick, but I'm going to take you through this. Now, the Order of the Dragon is a secret fraternity of the Catholic Church. Okay, now their creed was to defend all of Christendom, all of Christian lands against the Muslims. Or at that time, the greatest threat from the Muslims were the Ottoman Turks. Okay, so the order of the Dragon was formed to fight Muslims. So this thing with Christians and Muslims goes back thousands of years. I mean, if you really wake up to the truth of what's really going on, all these movies that start being unlocked to you, like Star Wars, all the stuff they write about. The Star Wars was a movie about, it was a religious fight between the Jedi and the dark side, the Muslims and the Christians. They just put in other forms, other words in movies. But let me move on. Now, two of the greatest Christian knights of the Order of the Dragon were known as Vlad Dracul II. Okay, he was the Duke of Romania, and he had a son named Vlad Dracula, better known as Dracula. Okay, Dracula was a real person. He was not a vampire that turned into a bat that bit women on the neck at night. That is a fictitious account of Count Dracula. Dracula was a Romanian ruler. He was a real person. Now, the word Dracul means devil or dragon in Romanian. So if you was in Romania and you want to say the white man is the devil, or the white man's religion is a dragon, you would say the white man is Dracul, or the white man is Dracula. If you visit Romania and you say it's Dracula, they're gonna look for the devil. Okay? Now, so now we understand that Dracula means devil or dragon. So I'm hoping things are starting to unfold in your mind. And if they're not, go to the site and re-listen to this broadcast. I'm going to keep it moving. And I don't think you're that slow. I think you're keeping up with me. Now, So we seeing that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad called the white man the dragon. I mean the devil or the dragon. And Jesus in the 8th chapter of John, verse 44, called the white man the devil. Well, let's keep looking at this devil. Now, we all know who the Ku Klux Klan is, right? The KKK. Now, what are the members of the KKK called? The members of the Ku Klux Klan are known as the Christian Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. Here we go again. Now we have in North America a variant or another army, so to speak, that mimics the Christian armies in Europe. In Europe, we have the Order of the Dragon, the Christian Knights for the Pope fighting against the Muslims. And in this country, America, there's a group called the Ku Klux Klan. They call themselves the Christian Knights. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about the Ku Klux Klan. Now, what is the highest ranking office in the organization of the Ku Klux Klan? Okay, the highest ranking member in the Ku Klux Klan is known as the Grand Dragon. Okay? So if you are a member of the Ku Klux Klan, your leader in the state that you're in, like David Duke in Louisiana, David Duke was the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. Now, we already know a few moments ago I told you what the word who the dragon is in the language of Romania. So we know that the dragon is the devil. It's interchangeable. When you talk about the dragon, you talk about the devil, you're talking about the same thing. So when you're looking at the Ku Klux Klan and they call their leader the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, what are they really saying? They are calling their leader the Grand Devil of the Ku Klux Klan. And you got to admit, the Ku Klux Klan did nothing but devilment to our people here in this country, terrorizing us, putting burning crosses in front of our lawn, running and going into homes and snatching children out like Emmett Till and torturing and killing us. They're devils. And they call their leader, they hide the term. They use a little fancy term. They call him the Grand Devil. The Grand Dragon. But what he really is the Grand Devil. And every member of the Ku Klux Klan is a dragon. And the leader is the Grand Dragon. So who are the Ku Klux Klan? They are devils. They are the dragons of the Ku Klux Klan. They are the devils of the Ku Klux Klan. Now let's continue. Let's get back to the seat of power. And let's see what God said about Satan's seat. Now let's go back to the book of Revelation. In Revelation chapter 2, verse 13, we have this. Chapter 2, verse 13. I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. Revelation chapter 2, verse 13. Here, God is speaking. He knows where Satan's seat is. And right now we're discussing the two seats of Satan. This is religion and its force of power. Now, I am a Muslim. So when I tell you who God is, I tell you his name is Allah. If you are a Christian, you may say his name is Jehovah, or you may just call him God. Okay, so I'm telling you that God's real name is Allah. Okay? So in the book of Revelation, we see that God said, or Allah said, or Jehovah said, that I know where Satan's seat is. Okay, now we identified that the seat of the beast, or Satan, is in Vatican City, right, under the Pope. Well, what is the highest seat in Vatican City? It is the throne of the Pope, the chair of St. Peter. Okay, now, what happened? Now I'm about to tell you what's inscribed on the seat of the Pope in Rome. I'm going to tell you what Napoleon discovered in 1798 that he did not even know. On February 18, 1798, the French troops under Napoleon captured Pope Pius VI, and they established a republic in Rome. So the country of France went to Vatican City. Remember, Napoleon crowned himself. Usually kings in Europe were crowned by the Pope, but not Napoleon. Napoleon crowned himself emperor, and he arrested the Pope. And this is what Napoleon found out, or his men found out, when they got the throne of the Pope in Rome. Under the chair of the Pope of Rome at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City today, if you look under that chair, it has Arabic writing on it. And what is written under the chair of the Pope in Vatican City right now? In Arabic, these are the words that's under the Pope in Rome. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. That's what you can get on Google. You can go to the Detroit Public Library or any library in the city. I know this might sound strange to you, like I'm making this stuff up, but I'm not. Go check it out. I'm just simply giving you the result of my research. I'm sharing with you. Now, it's very easy to disprove me a lie. It's very easy. You know, you can just go do your own research on the Pope of Rome and the chair he's sitting on, and, like, let me see if this Kevin Muhammad right talking about a live God under the Pope's feet. I ain't never heard that before, therefore it ain't true. You don't want to do that, because my people perish for lack of knowledge. I advise you to go check this stuff out. But I am telling you that under the Pope's feet in Rome is the inscription in Arabic writing. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. That's in Rome under the Pope. So the book of Revelation is true. I'm going to tell you something about this Bible. It's a little tricky. It's full of allegory and metaphors. But if you can look through all them allegories and metaphors, all these mirrors in the Bible, you will see it's full of truth. And Revelation is true. It said that Allah knows where Satan's seat is, to the point that Allah's name is written on the seat in Rome.